I was on a dating show called Get the Hookup. Anybody ever heard Get the Hookup before? That's right. Some of y'all aren't ghetto. I mean, as my people know, we are ashamed of that show. And I remember when I first saw it, I was like, there's no way in hell. Oh my God. But I got a call from a friend because he worked in the studio. He was like, Seaton, man, listen, you know, you should be on the show. I'm like, you'll get good exposure. And that's the thing, as a comedian, we're exposure whores. You know what I mean? We'll just be, for any reason, we'll try to get exposed. It was such a bad idea, but I did it anyway. I thought it'd be fun. I thought, all right, I'll get exposure. Maybe I can, for the talent portion, I'll tell a couple jokes. And then maybe, you know, even though I got a girlfriend, hey, maybe I'm meeting a new girl, might be fun, you know? Nobody's ever thought that before, come on. So, might be fun. So, I do the first interview. First interview was great, because it's like a cute woman is interviewing me. I was like, oh great, all right, cool, she likes me, it's great. Do a second interview. 3 girls, 3 guys, 3 girls are hot. I'm like, yeah, right, it's gonna be good. And they're like, all right, see, here we go, do your talent. And this is my talent. My idea for my talent was that I do some kind of Jack Benny thing, I don't know if you ever saw him before, where I get a guitar, right? And I talk like I'm about to play the guitar, but never really play the guitar, just kind of tell a joke, you know? So it kind of go like, okay, Seaton, play your song, okay. Well, this song is kind of about my life, right? Because, cause I wanted to kill myself when I was a kid, you know? But I didn't, though. I didn't. You know why? Because I decided that I want to die the same way I was born, by mistake. Right? You know, kind of do jokes like that. Kind of nitpicky. So I did that, but then, the director kind of came on the set, and they're all like, oh, Seaton, this is going to be great, this is great. We all kind of respected the director, because the director was, apparently at the time, Who Wants to Be a Millionaire was very popular. And he worked from me, Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, and now he's working on Get the Hookup. He was working on TV1. And everybody was really excited. But then I thought about it, kind of retrospect, like, wait a minute. Nobody goes from ABC to TV1. Like, a lot of things gotta go wrong in a man's life. But he was very, very positive, and they all kind of gave me like, and so I asked him, I was like, sir, is this, one of the girls that's gonna be on the show? He's like, no, it's gonna be a secret girl. You got a girl you never met before, she's gonna be beautiful, you're gonna love her. I'm like, all right, it's gonna be good. And see, one more thing, you're gonna be asked a secret question. We're gonna tell you the question now, and then we're gonna give you, that way you get time to think something clever. So my question was something stupid like, if you get caught on a deserted island, what would you do with her? All right, cool, let me get something clever for that, All right, show starts. Russ Parr comes on stage. I don't know if y'all know Russ Parr, right? Russ Parr, horrible man, just a horrible man. I hate him. I mean, I didn't hate him that much before, but now I just profusely. He's one of those comics, right? And he's really one of those people that one of those comics you might see on BET that kind of yells or punchlines, like, Chitlins! Like stuff like that. Just, oh my God. This is people you gotta be ashamed of, Show starts, right? And I'm very excited, so the contestant number 1 gets up there, he asks him the secret question, gets a lot of laughs, and all right, cool. Seaton, contestant number 2, Seaton Smith, come on up here. I'm like, all right, cool, yeah. He's like, all right, Seaton, you ready for your question? I'm like, yep, it's in my head, because it's like, oh yeah, okay. Dessert or not. If I'm stuck in dessert or not. All right, Seaton, are you ready? I'm like, yeah, man, ready. Just ask the question, I'm ready. He's like, all right, so you're in a restaurant. I'm sorry, what? You're in a restaurant. I'm like, in my head, I'm like, that's not the question, right? I said, are these cameras on? Is this a rehearsal? This is a rehearsal, right? You're in a restaurant, okay? I'm like, okay. So, you're gonna pay the check. I'm like, all right. You reach for your wallet, but it's not there. What do? So in my head, I'm like, all right. And you never be vying for time. And that's how I really sound. And I'm like, well, Russ, I would first go to the bathroom, and then I would pray, and because I love God. He's like, all right, man, speed it up, and then I guess I would ask her for money. I don't know if I exactly say that, but I know his face was such a disappointment. Just, all right, man, why don't you go sit down, Here's a ball, why don't you play with that? So I sat there, just kind of like, man, that was bad. Third guy gets up there, his question, of course, is right. He gets a big clap. And I didn't like him anyway. First off, I did not like him because he was one of those pretty fraternity kind of guys, And me, look at me, I'm kind of weird. Him, he was all smooth. He was a Kappa, he had a cane, danced a little bit. And he was like, I was like, oh God, I hate him. So, talent portion coming. I'm like, yeah, Russ, what's up? So what you gonna do, Steve? Well, I'm gonna play a little song for the girl. Am I right? Wink, wink, because you're at rehearsal, right? Wink, wink, right? And so looking at the crowd. I'm like, all right, so here we go. Here we go. All right, Seaton, play your song. I'm gonna do that right now. But let me tell you a little bit about my life. Because I was like, Seaton, just play a song. What's it do, Russ? I get it, Russ. You're in rehearsal, so you're fucking with me, right? Okay, I get it, Russ. Yeah, I'm gonna play the song. I got you, Russ. I got you. Okay, here we go. Well, let me tell you about like, Seaton, play a song. Russ, wait the camera's on, Russ. Play the song. Let me just, okay. So I'm like almost crying, like, okay, so I want to tell you about my life. Say it. I don't know what to do. So he actually nudges the girl, and the girl's like, see, just play the song. And so I just lose. I'm like, okay. And then they just cut me off after 30 seconds. Like, I see, just get off the stage. Get off the stage. I got yanked off the stage from the talent force on a dating show and get the hookup? Really? Really? He gets up there, and he's all smooth and stuff, and he tells a poem that I think he just made up 30 minutes ago, right? And it's really the cheesiest, worst poem ever. It's like, and my heart touches you in the sand and the blue moonlight. And then, you know, not only do they love it, not only do they love this crap, they dim the lights, they put a blue spotlight on them. There's a dolphin in the background, you know? They're holding each other, everybody's like, ah! I'm like, oh, I hate that. Like, that's fine. So, I'm just so angry. I'm sitting there, commercial break. She comes up to me, you know, the girl, she comes up to me, she's like, Seaton, listen, because by the way, secret girl, I knew the girl. She was a comedian, also trying to get exposure. So, so I didn't even think about her. She's like, okay, Seaton, listen. I don't want to get contestant number 1 because he's weird. And contestant number 3, I actually think he might try to sleep with me, and I got a boyfriend, so. How about I'm gonna pick you, and then you know, let me do my talent. I'm like, all right, whatever, sure, go ahead. So, the time comes. She's like, all right, Ayana Dookie, so who you gonna pick? Contestant number 1, 2, or 3? She's like, and everybody's yelling, of course, 3, pick Kevin. And she looks them all straight in the face. She's like, I'm gonna pick contestant number 2, Seaton. And the look they gave her, right? You know that kind of look like when you know somebody's in an abusive relationship, but she goes back anyway? You know what I mean? Like, what are you doing with your life? And so the other contestants, the other 2 guys, they got really great prizes. They got DVD VCRs, they got 1-year membership to stuff. They just got great, just beautiful stuff. I'm like, all right, that sounds pretty good. I'm kind of like, this is playing out. And he's like, all right, Seaton, I'm gonna give you a choice. I'm like, all right, what's my choice? You can either pick her, or you can pick behind what's curtain number 1. Ooh, all right. Maybe I can salvage my day, you know? They got DVD VCRs and gym membership. Well, I don't know what I can get. Maybe I can get a boat, maybe. I mean, I'm not a boat, washing machine. Something. I'm gonna pick what's behind curtain number 1. And then the crowd again was listening like, do you know what's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? And so, and the curtain's open, and I'm thinking to myself, all right, this is gonna be great. And guess what's behind curtain number 1? 1-year supply of passion fruit ice cream. Like that. I've never had passion fruit ice cream before. But I know it's probably nasty as shit. Like, I don't even know. I think a diabetic on his deathbed would not take a scoop of that stuff. Passion fruit ice cream. It was such a low moment. Everybody was... I remember afterward, because she got to go on the date anyway. She got to take her boyfriend on this exclusive date. She called me up drunk, like, it's a great time. I'm sorry you missed it. And I thought, 6 months later, okay, forget it. It's all gone. It's over. Nobody remembers this. I'm done with my life. I'm doing a gig in Virginia House of Comedy in Virginia Beach, right? I remember that place because they'll never invite me back. Because I had probably the worst show I've ever done in my life. Just the worst. And I don't mean like bad in the sense of like, oh, it was my version of bad. I mean, it was anybody's version of bad. You know, like, and it wasn't like, okay, here we go. I did so badly that after the show, a woman walked up to me and she was like, you know what? You need to get your life together. And then walked away. And then I looked up, right? And I noticed that the TV was on. And guess what show was on? Get the hookup. And guess what episode was on? My episode. And all I saw was my face going, what you doing, Russ? And I'm done, bro.